All wings report in.
HouseDog, standing by.
MotherGoose, standing by.
Lowtech Tuck, standing by.
Lock S-foils in attack position. Animal Squadron ready for battle.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Animal Squadron podcast. I'm your host, HouseDog, and with me, as always, my best friend in the entire world. You decide who it is. I've got MotherGoose and Lowtech Tuck here today. I'll never reveal. I'll never tell my secrets.
Letting
I'll
the
die with the
audience
Gorman
pick.
spiders.
But also, what if Lowtech Tuck and Goose are best friends? Then what are you going to do?
Well, then I kill you like the Gorman spiders that you are.
Have we considered starting a throuple? Just throwing it out there.
No, I'm
Not
monogamous.
that I want it or anything.
I'm monogamous and that's it. You have to choose.
I mean, thinking about it, I could easily, just not have a job. Elijah will keep us afloat with his lucrative businesses. Tuck is the real breadwinner. And I get to do nothing. I just get to look good. So I'm for this. I'm with Elijah.
To eat a single grain of rice for dinner.
I'm
I
with
can
Elijah.
barely feed myself,
Would
let
it-
alone 3 people.
Would it be like that Mickey Mouse cartoon where like Goofy's like cutting the bread into like ghost-like transparent pieces? Like they're that thin. You can see through them.
I was thinking about the old YouTube video where Mickey has to become a hooker.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's fun for you.
Put a smile on your face.
Oh, prostitute Mickey, that takes me back.
Audience, today we are talking about The Mandalorian, Chapter 14. I forgot to look at the title. Did you guys?
This guy's funny. He's trying to pull a joke, but he's not funny.
I was trying to pull a funny haha. We're talking Andor, Season 2, Episode 1, 1 year later. Mr. Fun Police over here.
That's right.
Also, as far as being, divas here, I am the real diva. I have never once had to look at an episode title, so.
And you know what? Good for you.
It's because we just need you to be here. Nothing else.
I live a very pampered life. I like it.
Just watch the episode, hit record, and that's all we need you to do, buddy.
That's right. I'm here.
Hell yeah.
But in your original contract, if you look at the tiny print, we do pay you a half of a percent.
Mm-hmm. Which of zero, so.
Yeah, but is that to read the episode title or no?
No.
I think he's got you there.
No, that's just your pay in general, which is surprisingly higher than Elijah's somehow.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
So wait, I signed an agreement to be an equal partnership, and you're telling me I get .001? But we also
you gotta read that.
We brought lawyers in, and then we all signed that affidavit that was seen by a judge. So
I killed your lawyers and burned the paperwork.
what'd you do to the judge?
And the judge, too. Deleted all the recordings. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, too, like the paperwork's still there because they scanned everything. It's public record. So
No, they were
the files.
located on Scarif,
but it's still public record. It's circulating.
They're just not here
It's
anymore.
circulating around the Empire right now. So
I'm gonna circulate you.
I'm calling the ISB. So
I own them.
Oh yeah,
They're going to have a propaganda meeting about you.
yeah,
Me
that's
and
right.
Yularen go way back.
Oh, yeah, all the way to the Clone Wars, huh?
All the way to the Clone Wars. Me and racist grandpa from Tales of the Underworld hang out with him sometime.
Dude, actually, that sounds like a pretty sick hangout. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of sad that I'm not invited.
Just like 2 old dudes from different sides who've made amends.
Yeah, that sounds
And
pretty
some
sweet.
random guy.
Just before we get into it, I looked at the episode titles and I was really upset with how much we talked about Clankers and racist robot grandpa. There was nothing said about him in the chapter titles of last episode, so Spotify really needs to step their game up.
That's
I mean,
so
I
very
think I
sad.
can go in and change them. Would it make you feel better if I added a chapter called Racist Grandpa?
No, it needs to be organic.
Also, too, instead of racist, he's robophobic.
Right.
Because robots are
no.
He's
incapable of
roboticist.
having races.
No,
Robots are incapable of having races because they're not alive.
He was a separatist. He was pro-robots. He was pro-robot.
Well, either way, it's
He was
robophobic. It's
anti-clone.
not robophobic, not racist because robots can't have races. You have to accept
but he
that.
was racist because he hated the clones.
Robots
See?
can't
As long as
can't
we're-
have species or races because they're not
No,
alive.
but the clones. The clones are people.
He did mention that the
clones,
robots were
Tucker.
subpar, and there should have been more people like Asajj. So I'm not sure how much he liked the robot.
This is all
Maybe he
pretty
just hated
damning.
everybody.
Pretty damning, if you ask me.
Hey,
Andor,
what did you think?
episode 1, season 2. Take it away, Tuck, since you and I are the only ones that have seen this for the very first time.
And
That's true.
MotherGoose also for the first time ever.
You're a dirty liar, and you're no longer my friend after just saying that. So
I'm sorry. I have a
First time today,
problem.
maybe. First time today,
Yeah,
and
first
we're not
time
even
today.
we're not even sure
That's what
about
I
that.
meant.
We're not even sure about that.
yeah, it's true. He's probably hitting Andor every day, at least 2 times a day.
You'll listen.
Just
You'll
cheating on us.
understand as we get further into this season.
No,
you'll
dude,
get
Look
it.
at his look at his glossy eyes.
Yeah, you're a crack addict. You really are.
You high right now, boy? You been hanging out with the clankers at the corner store,
Listen here.
smoking that oil?
What I do with the clankers is my business.
I want that clanker's code. I want his individual code, his U pin. Give it to me.
I'm shutting him down.
That's right. We're going to get him.
Hey, Andor, season 2, episode 1. What did you think?
All right, so we open up on a really sick start to an episode with.
Oh yeah, and the season.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. With Andor pretending to be a test pilot and stealing the TIE fighter. At first, I thought it was a really early TIE Type 2, like with the foldable wings. But also thinking about timeline, that doesn't make any sense. And it makes a lot more sense that it's a really early interceptor, which it is.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I thought it was
Yep.
an
Yeah.
interceptor.
I was right there with you. I thought it was an interceptor.
Yeah, I saw the folded wings and I thought maybe that they would fold out. But nope, it's an
Which-
interceptor for sure.
Is it the interceptor that Kylo flies in the sequel trilogy? Bing. Editor Elijah here. I just wanted to clarify, I was talking about the ship Kylo finds in the Death Star wreckage, not his main ship. I did not specify that. That's my bad. Also, I was definitely wrong. The ship Kylo flies ends up looking like a traditional TIE anyway.
No, it's a. I forget what his is called. His is called the Silencer.
Gotcha.
This is a TIE Silencer. I want to say.
An interceptor would be like Vader's ship in the original trilogy.
Right.
No, his is a modified bomber.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. Who flies an interceptor?
Imperial pilots.
Thanks a lot,
This guy.
jerkwad.
Anyway, I was just thinking about it because
You dirtbag.
one of the big critiques of the sequel trilogy is one, how did the ship survive? Which whatever, that's something, but is the fact that it can go into hyperspace, which it's little things like this that are showing. Okay, there are types of ties that can go into hyperspace, just not the base ones.
And this one has shields, which usually ties don't.
And Gatling guns.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing them like whir a little bit. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. And it has 3 weapon systems,
Yeah.
which is cool. It's got the minigun, it's got the proton cannon thingy, and then it's got missiles, which all 3 were sick.
Good thing they didn't make more of those. Good thing Andor stole the
Stole the one.
prototype.
Yeah.
The single prototype, that they don't have plans for.
Because also,
Yeah, they-
large militaries, they never make multiple prototypes. That would be silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they
always
have
just
the
test
plans,
one. That's it. Yeah.
But it probably slowed them down a little bit. Everything helps.
oh yeah,
every act of rebellion.
multi-planetary empires, they have very little resources. Very little.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know why, like, opening up on Sinar was kind of a big deal, right?
I don't think so.
It sounds familiar.
It does
Tell
sound
us.
familiar. So Sinar Systems is the one that develops like all of the Imperial ships.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. See?
So opening up here on this planet, I thought was really cool.
Hit them where it hurts.
Oh, I think it's just more world building and finally giving a face to like some of these places where all this stuff come from for like really into it, like deep in the lore fans. Like as soon as it opened up, we were on Sinar. I was like, oh, holy crap. This is where all the TIE fighters and everything else come from. Like this is the company that builds all that. So I was really interested in, it's why I thought at first it was a TIE Interceptor. And then I was like, okay, it makes sense. But then I was trying to timeline and I was like, but they should have interceptors. They should have interceptors by now.
Yeah.
Why are we building an interceptor?
Yeah.
Even though it's 1 year later.
Right.
But it is for BBY, so I guess it makes sense that they're developing the interceptor now.
And I mean, they've probably been working on it for a while.
I think they already have one. I think this is something interceptor like because if you
where
look,
would it show
look
up
in the
before?
back. I mean, they have ties by now.
Well, yeah, but the interceptor
Oh.
came after the TIE. The interceptor's an improvement.
Boys, this looks like it's a TIE Avenger, not a TIE Interceptor.
Yeah. This is something new.
Okay.
Yeah, because in the back, it looks like this is a fast-acting attack ship, but also maybe something to get a scout party ahead because they have the jump seats in the back.
Oh, gotcha.
There's like 2 or 3 seats. Well, we for sure know there's 2 back there because we see them from the cockpit view, that there's 2 seats in the back. So I
Yeah.
think this is almost like maybe something for an assault, like a fast assault.
Yeah, well, I guess that makes more sense why it has a ramp in the back.
Yeah.
Because, like, typical ties, it just kind of
It's the top.
elevator down or up, and it's just, one little seat. But this would allow
Yeah.
multiple people to get out at the same time. So that makes sense.
Yeah, you got the top hatch for every
know,
other
it's-
tie.
Yeah.
One more tie to add to the list.
TIE
For
Avenger.
now.
One more tie to tie down Imperial funding.
As far as its job, is it similar to the Interceptor? Like to be a fast
I would
ship-to-ship
assume
kind of
so.
thing? Or what do you think its job is?
I think it's probably for forward assaults. I think that's why it's
Yeah.
got such heavy armament is it goes in, it takes out a group of people, and then you have a couple of troops there. Either that or it's for kind of like maybe secretive missions because it's obviously very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you think
It
and
has
the-
shields.
So you think it's like
The-
basically the Imperial like dragoons or cavalry, sort of?
Maybe.
That's, like,
Maybe.
kind of
And
its job, yeah.
the Gatling guns are listed as anti-personnel rotary blaster cannons.
Yeah.
So it was specifically designed with, taking people out.
Gotcha.
It does that well.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
He vaporizes that guy.
I really loved this section, especially his conversation with the girl that's helping her, like welcoming her home, not just to the rebellion, but home. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, his conversation with her is really good.
I like when he shoots the robot in the hangar.
Yeah.
You love when all innocent things die.
That thing was not innocent. It was about to
No.
alert everyone
It
to
was
his
a bit,
presence.
it was a little tattletale rat and deserved
He's
to
either
die.
sentient and
It was a little
innocent,
rat bot.
or not innocent, or
No,
he's not sentient and just following his program.
No, he's not. Okay, fine. You know what? Yeah, he's innocent because he is just following his program, but his program
Yeah.
is to be a little tattletale rat, so you have to kill him. Yeah.
Little rat droid.
Little rat droid, little rat tattletale boy, poo-poo pants.
Poo-poo
Too many red
pants.
eyes for me.
That's right.
In all seriousness, I do agree. It was the right thing to kill it.
It's always the right thing. Always. If you see a bot, shoot it, please.
R2D2,
Yeah. Kill that
C-3PO?
clanker. Kill that clanker.
BD1.
Kill that clanker.
Okay, all right. Get this guy off the podcast.
And BD1, I would actually kick him like a soccer ball, too.
From this point on, I'm muting Tucker for the rest of the show. Can I be honest with you boys?
Yeah.
No.
As much as I love this season, aside from this opening segment here with Andor, the rest of Andor's plot this episode, going and meeting up with Maya Briggs?
Oh,
Brigade?
yeah. Yeah.
My peg?
The little militia. Yeah.
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 I just didn't enjoy that plot line. I felt like the start was so strong, and then it was just kind of okay. Like, it wasn't bad.
You know, I disagree with that. I actually liked that
good for you.
aspect. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Why didn't you like it?
Okay, let me be clear. I think it serves the story well because it shows that there are aspects of the rebellion that aren't organized well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was a good inclusion for this episode, but I don't know. Maybe it's the writing, maybe it's the acting, maybe it's the pacing. I'm not really sure. It just didn't really vibe with me. I felt like it was the weakest part of the episode.
Yeah. I guess to me, the reason I liked it is I felt like that was the point.
Yeah.
Is for them to be the weakest. Because within 5 seconds, oh no, not even within 5 seconds, immediately they're fighting already.
Yeah.
Amongst
And
each other.
I don't mean weakest as in like the weakest part of the rebellion, just like weakest plot line compared to the others in the episode.
Yeah, which I get, but I guess what I'm saying is I think that's the point, because they also aren't meant to last longer than this episode, really.
Yeah.
So, to me, I view it more as that they wrote it this way on purpose, is what I think, but I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Milky, thoughts?
I like it. I like seeing the instability of the rebellion.
Yeah.
And because that's kind of been the whole idea of Andor, is that we've always known the rebellion was a ragtag group of people.
Yeah.
But I think Andor's always done a really good job of showing that they're at the brink of losing everything at any given moment, even within themselves.
Yeah.
And I thought that's what this whole setup was. And I think story-wise, just for the episode, I think those moments kind of slow the episode down for a reason.
Yeah.
Because if that was all really fast-paced, it would make the wedding really drag. And it would just make the wedding insufferable, even though there's a lot of interesting things happening at the wedding as well.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of helps slow down the intro of this episode and everything that happened there, with it being a really hot start. And I'm glad they went that way for the season opener.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What do y'all think about Bix and her little nightmares? Still having them a year after all the events on Ferrix.
I feel really bad because when I watched this initially, I forgot she got tortured. So when I first saw it, I was like, what's this girl's problem?
Yeah. It's like, why is she such a baby, dude? It's not like she got tortured
just
within
a
an
bad
inch of her
dream.
life.
It's like she was tortured for weeks on end. Elijah, it's fine.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Interesting that he forgot whenever he's just been injecting Andor into his system.
Well-
He's so high he can't even remember.
That's right.
I didn't rewatch Andor season 1 before going into season 2, so it had been a couple years since I'd seen it, and a lot of it was a blur.
How much
Sounds
longer?
exactly what someone high on Andor would say.
How much longer until Elijah doesn't even remember our names because of
Who are
how
you?
high he is? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's gonna just start muttering stuff like a crazy.
The intervention's coming.
But yeah, I was like, who's this random white dude in her dream? Why she's freaking out? Yeah, she got tortured real bad.
Why are you worried about him being white?
He was just a white. I don't know. He's just a white guy.
Seems like definitely a detail you stick on to, man. I don't know.
To be fair, that
the
guy was pretty
redhead?
creepy.
Yeah,
He
he was terrifying, actually. but
That's Gorst, right? Is his name?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, Gorst is the worst.
Yeah, he looks like he tortures people for a living. He really does.
He looks like he uses the scream of dying children to torture people for a living.
And like, you know what? He looks like someone who both tortures people for living and tortures people for fun when he gets home. Like,
It's
Got
just
his own private
just-
torture chamber.
just a sick man. Yeah.
well, everybody's got to have their hobbies.
Yeah.
Anyway, now that I have been reminded of the events of season 1, I thought it was a great way to kind of continue that plot line. To show
Yeah.
that people don't just heal immediately from traumatic events.
Mm-hmm.
And especially stuff like
And
that.
B2's there.
And
B2
B2's
is there.
Mm-hmm.
He's waiting for
And-
Cassian's coming home tomorrow.
And Brasso and the other guy whose name I totally
Yeah.
know.
And also,
That was the
Brasso's got a
bomb guy, right?
girlfriend.
Yeah, that was the bomb guy.
The kid he's the Unabomber, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And also, Brasso's got a girlfriend.
Got a girlfriend.
And,
What was
yeah,
her name? Kina?
Talia.
Talia. Yeah.
And I like how we immediately got an answer from season 1 right here at the opening episode of season 2. We speculated, except for Elijah because he's a dirty little rat boy, that we didn't know, the next time we would see the whole Ferrex gang back together again. But it seems like once they left Ferrex, they immediately, well, not immediately, but at some point met back up and have been holed up together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a while, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Me too. I was so worried about that.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure
Yeah.
you were.
So they're on a farming planet, or so it appears, and they're doing maintenance on some of the farming equipment. I feel like this is a good cover for them based on what they were doing on Ferrex.
Not the worst
something
idea.
they can do.
Yeah. And it's something, too, where it's work that anybody could do, and it makes
Yeah.
the days go by fast, especially when you might be there for years, and you know
Yeah.
that. So,
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the Empire's coming to do a little spot check, little inventory check.
yep.
Yeah. And the Unabomber's got a potential girlfriend.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. The farmer's
Yeah, good.
daughter. He's a big fan.
Good for him.
Yep. Even though the girl's mother doesn't like him very much. It's almost like he threw a bomb in a crowd or something, but
Well,
she doesn't
know
like
about
him.
She doesn't
that?
know that.
Does she need to know that?
He's charismatic, Tuck.
Yeah,
He's got so
exactly.
much charisma and machismo that it doesn't matter.
So are most Unabombers. They're usually very easy people to get to know, you know?
I wouldn't.
Is that
I've
right
never
now?
met one.
Is
I
that
wouldn't
right
know,
now?
actually.
Is that right now, huh?
Have you
Tuck?
guys never seen a documentary in your lives? No, they're usually reclusive.
Oh, look
and
at him!
whatnot.
Look at him backtracking now.
I do watch some documentaries, but I don't know if I've ever watched one on a bomber.
Oh, they're usually reclusive and very hard to get to know. I was kidding, but
Would they have like
It
a
was a sarcasm,
background?
and it went right over my head. I'm sorry.
Would they have like some sort of background or working knowledge of like weapons, or like sometimes like kind of obsessive over weapons and weapon components? Or no?
Okay, so
I don't.
I'm
I
gonna-
don't know. I don't know what on earth you're talking about or accusing me of. So
I'm not. I'm just asking questions, buddy. Come on, pal,
It's-
buddy. We're all friends here.
Okay,
Yes,
pal, buddy.
good
all right.
point. We're
Hey,
all
wait,
Listen,
friends.
buddy.
That's what
Elijah,
matters.
Elijah, be good
Yeah.
cop. Be good cop right now, dude. I've got
Yeah,
bad
we're
cop.
all-
I need good cop.
No, I completely agree here. We're all friends. You're not alone.
This is a safe space,
You
buddy.
have a community. I'm always here for you. I love you.
It's okay.
And you
All
know
right,
what,
fine,
buddy?
fine. You know what? I love weaponry a lot, and I have somewhat of an expertise in it. But I hate bombs. So there you go. Little personal detail for you.
Yeah.
Hate bombs.
But if something unjust was going on, you'd want to correct it, right?
I have no idea
So-
how to make bombs nor how to use them. No.
Okay. So, guys, did you have anything else with the Ferrex gang? Any other notes?
They have the picture of Merva up in their little
Oh, yeah.
place, or
I
Marva.
did really like
sorry.
that.
I thought that was a little nice detail to see. Wedding?
Yeah.
Wedding.
The Ferrex gang, I also felt like was a little weaker, But the wedding and then the ISB, which we'll get to in a little bit, these two parts were my favorite part of the episode.
Yeah.
I really just enjoyed the political intrigue.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to say about the wedding, is there's a lot of really good conversations there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. Also, I'm sad that Tay didn't get to finish his sentence about why he wants to talk about the Foundation so bad. But I guess we'll find out later.
You have to have a lot of murder and intrigue.
That's
in
right.
order to
Real.
be interesting.
Real.
Also, the drinks look delicious at the wedding, by the way.
Yeah.
They've all got fish bowls, and they look very, like, islandy, fruity drinks that look wonderful. But
Except for that one that was in the champagne glass that it looks like he put like a shrimp or something in it.
Yeah.
I actually
I
was
was like,
gonna
what
bring
is
that up.
that?
Did they have any more of their weird worm alcohol that we saw from season 1?
Oh, they lit off the worm at the wedding, bro. You know it. I think that's like a day 3 drink. This is day 1 of the
Gotta work up to
celebration.
the
So
worms. Yeah, of course.
I'm thinking worm is day 3.
You know my favorite conversation at the wedding? And I say favorite only because it's the one that I thought was the most compelling. Like, it got me the most. Was Mon's conversation with her daughter after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That made me so sad. Whenever
Right?
she was crying, she was like, yeah, he wouldn't, like, he's a child, he wouldn't hold my hand, and he kept, like, pushing me away. And then, like, she looks at her, like, really sincerely and really sadly and says, I know.
Yeah.
And that just, like, that killed me a little bit inside. I was like, wow, that is one of the sadder things I've ever heard, because she knows exactly what you're going to go through. And she
Yeah.
told you not to do it, and it happened, and she's trying to support you, but this is going to be a really hard road.
But this is also Mon's fault.
Yeah. That's,
Oh, it is. Well, but also she considered it, and she realized that her daughter wanted this, so that's why she made that choice.
Her daughter's like 14. What the hell does she know?
No, her daughter wanted this because it's the way that Chandrillan aristocracy lives. Like, this is what they do. They get married
Right.
at 14.
Yeah,
to
but I
another
think part of it was
family.
also
got really
like
into their
getting
traditions.
back at her mom.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
also, but either way, Mon has to realize that this is her daughter's choice. So I don't really blame her for this happening. It is her daughter's choice.
I blame Mon.
Well, of course you would.
I'm going to
It's her
stay
fault.
neutral in this one.
Luthen's surprise visit at the wedding.
With a mystery gift for the betrothed.
I gotta see what that surprise is. I'm very curious. I hope it's a rare artifact. That's what I'm hoping for. But it's something really cool. Or not cool. We'll see.
I bet you would, Unabomber. I bet you wish it was a bomb, don't you?
I
listen
like
here.
artifacts,
No more
okay?
Attack the Unabomber.
I like artifacts.
No more. I'm making
Elijah-
a rule.
And you know
Elijah,
what?
for the new art, I think we know exactly who Tuck needs to be.
No.
Oh,
This is just
they-
like the
this is
no
this is off-
Nazis rule for Garctic phone. No,
This-
no call.
Just make him
the
like a
Unabomber.
cartoonized thermal detonator.
Okay.
So
No, Luthen was cool.
yeah, I was actually about to bring up Luthen myself. He's like talking to Chandrillan and his son who's in the military, and the guy's like, oh yeah, I work on this planet, but we're all getting transferred. And Luthen's like, oh, where are you getting transferred to?
He looked really creepy right there.
He did. It
That
was
close
not
up.
subtle at all.
Where are you getting transferred to?
Tell me.
Gimme.
Where?
Like,
I'm
I
so
just-
interested.
I love that moment because Luthen, like 99% of the time, is a master spy who has no tells. But this was the 1% of the time that I'm like, Luthen, buddy, you gotta rein it in a little bit. You're gonna get caught.
Yeah, but as the audience, like we know who Luthen is, and I think if you didn't, you would just think he was some eccentric old man,
Yeah. And I think what he's
which
doing,
plays very well.
and also, I mean, this kid, we can assume that he's the same age as like Mon's daughter, and so he's probably somewhat of a political appointee in the Imperial Navy. Like, it's very similar to people with high political status becoming officers. You know, which does happen from time to time throughout history. I'm assuming that this kid's also like 14 or 15. And I also think that Luthen knows that and realizes that if you act really interested, he'll probably tell you like everything because he's like 14 years old and has no idea. Yeah.
He hasn't been indoctrinated enough yet.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to think you're safe because you're older and like you're his parents' age.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it was interesting to see how shaken up Luthen was during this whole ordeal.
Oh, yeah. Waiting for the
about
Andor
what's
news.
going on with Andor. Whew, almost forgot the name of the show there.
It
It's
happens.
okay. You wouldn't be the only host who's made that mistake.
Yeah, it's weird to see Luthen this shaken up because we don't see it too much. We have seen it before, but this he's pretty worried about what's going on there.
Yeah.
And then I think my other favorite moment of the wedding, besides the one that between Mon and her daughter, is the short conversation between Vel and
Yeah. Clea.
what's her face, Clea. Yeah,
I was actually about to bring that up myself. I love that moment where Vel's like, so are we pretending like we just met? And Clea's like, no, dummy, you've been to the shop.
We're just two singles looking for prospects. And then what I love is that she like checks Clea out. And then
she
walks
gives
and then
you
walks away.
the once over.
Anyway.
Okay, we
anything
can
else at
talk
the
about
wedding?
the ISB summit or the Imperial summit now.
Yippee! This was my favorite part of the episode. Yes, I have been manipulating you both to talk about it last. I've worked through my arcs in order of least to most favorite.
Makes sense. So I thought, well, I think first we should ask, was it good having Krennic in Andor? Like him come be a part here rather than just keeping him in Rogue One?
Well,
Opinions, thoughts?
I
And
liked
Bad
it
Batch.
because it gives you a little bit more chance to like get to know him other than just Rogue One. Because really, if you think about it, in just Rogue One, yes, he's the main villain in that movie, but like his screen time's fairly limited. Like it's I'd say what 5 to 10 minutes total.
Yeah.
So it's good to get to know him a little better and like see where he comes from a little bit.
I think it was a great choice. As big of a role as he plays in Rogue One and the creation of the Death Star, which of course is then a major part of Episode 4, I think we needed to see him again in a larger capacity. So I'm really glad they brought him in here.
I find him insufferable.
Like,
Which I
just
think is
in
the
general,
point.
Yeah, he should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate him so much,
yeah.
which is a testament to the actor, of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
he
It's
was a
everything
little
that's
bit-
wrong with the Empire.
He was a little bit like goofy. Did y'all notice that at some points he was a little bit zesty with
He was
it?
a little silly.
He was
a little silly boy.
He always was.
I think what helped me understand Krennic more outside of Rogue One and everything was the Thrawn trilogy. The new one. He's in the
Yeah.
new one.
Gotcha.
And his parts in there are pretty interesting. I mean, it's just like holo transmissions and stuff between him and another guy
Yeah.
that's representing him, but he's got some really good character points in there. And it kind of helps you see Krennic's character more. I don't think Krennic's a very deep person
Yeah.
and a very deep character, but it does help kind of roadmap him out more if you have that book.
Is he zesty and Thrawn too?
He is
Oh, nice. All right.
very.
Well,
like it.
we get to see him in Bad Batch, which is very early on, all the way up to Rogue One. So I really like that between this, Bad Batch, Thrawn Ascendancy, it's really fleshing the character out. Not just who he is, but like where he has been, what he's been doing for the last, 16 years?
Sure.
Everything he's been doing for the Empire has been for this project.
It's true. Yeah.
Which, how did you guys feel about the propaganda they've been spreading that it is an energy project that him and the Emperor have been working on?
Well, the Emperor's very energy conscious, and
Free
that's
power for
something
everyone, right?
near and dear to his heart is powering the galaxy one step at a time.
Yeah. He would never want to use that for evil purposes.
Yeah. It was such a simple line, but I think it really helped flesh out the story more because the Death Star takes so much to make, and this is just another step on showing how they covered it up and hid it for so long.
Yeah, also, did you notice that Krennic says unlimited power in his speech?
Yes, I
The
love
Emperor's
that.
on a search for unlimited power. I was like,
Unlimited power.
unlimited power!
No, you will die.
Ah! Yeah, it was beautiful.
Okay, audience, now it's your turn. You do a Palpatine impression.
Everyone at home.
Dude, wait! That guy in the back, you're really good, man. You're really good. I think you should try out for one of the animated series. Seriously.
I think you should try
You're
it
good.
for this show.
Yeah, honestly, replace me, please. Please,
Well,
somebody.
I was going to say we had a fourth host, but
Oh,
if we can only have 3, then I'm sorry. I'm not taking additions. You're stuck with us, Tucker.
help, please help, please help. All right, yep.
Be on this podcast or else.
The only thing that I don't get about, I understand this is all for the Death Star and everything, but at the end of season 1, the Death Star's nearly complete. So why are we going to attack the Gormans for their silk, for the solar plating?
shell is nearly complete.
The whole thing was nearly complete. The last thing they were doing was putting the giant dish in.
So I think what it comes down to is what the Kelkite is for, along with the Kybers, is powering it.
Yeah, I believe
I
too.
thought
it's
he
the
said it was
laser
something for
itself.
like shielding.
Well, he said that in terms of the propaganda, unlimited power for the galaxy. He did have one line about like some sort of dish. I can't remember exactly what he said. That might be what you're talking about. I think
I don't know.
the way it might work is that the Kyber powers it and the Kelkite focuses the laser. But that's just a theory.
Yeah,
Animal Squadron theory.
An Animal Squadron theory.
put those tinfoil hats on. Let's do it.
Thanks for listening. Game theory, don't sue us, please.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the way the meeting flows though. How we open with the Gorman Silk video, and just his whole preamble of like everyone in here is here for a reason, and if you say anything outside of here, bad news bears. Wipe everyone's memory. Delete all your ship logs. Yada yada yada. And then we get like a vacation video for like Sandals, Jamaica, but it's for Gorman.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, you know what this whole scene reminded me of was
Timeshares.
the Eagle's Nest, specifically.
And what is the Eagle's Nest?
Talking about the Empire in general, I know this term gets used a lot, but like people compare
Oh,
the
are you
Empire.
talking about Hitler's place?
Yeah, people compare the Empire to the German Third Reich, World War II, 1940s. You all know what I mean. And
Gotcha.
And there was a place that the head of that country really enjoyed hanging out in, and it was a very large mansion in like these beautiful mountains and whatnot, and he would have secret meetings there.
Yeah.
Specifically, like with hand-selected teams exactly like this. And then also they would start with propaganda and things like that. That's what that reminded me of, was the Eagle's Nest.
I think you're totally right. I just didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah, that's its name in English. In the German
Gotcha.
one, I don't know what it's actually called. Like what they would have called it. I don't know. But it's the Eagle's Nest. Yeah.
So they have a problem. The Gorman are a well-known planet throughout the galaxy. It's not some backwater planet that they can just relocate the civilians from. How do they navigate getting the Calkite? So we saw a couple plans, like the plague one. What did you think of the plague plan?
That's the thing, is they were all the different like leaders were like, well, how do we do this? Let's put a think tank together, which is all this is. And the guy's like, we've ran the numbers. A plague or a natural disaster doesn't end well. We've done the simulations. We're not going to win that way. And then the ISB guy, what's his name? I always forget.
Partagast?
Yeah. He's talking to another guy about the drilling equipment, and he's like, we can get started as soon as we get there. Like, we've got a plan for everything. But the thing with the mining is, I forget what they call it. It's like deep core or something.
I got the impression that it's basically similar to like fracking. How people are worried about that. Yeah.
He's like, the only downside to that is it can make the core of the planet unstable.
Yeah. Which, might not make the Gorman the happiest.
Well, they don't. They just want the resource.
Right.
So.
Oh, and they're on a 3-year time crunch. I don't think we've mentioned that yet.
No,
Yeah, they're on a 3-year time crunch. I think Krennic says that, is they promise delivery in 3 years.
Yeah, well, and actually on that note, what does Daedra say whenever she's talking to Krennic?
That,
He asks for her opinion and that he hand-selected her, and then she says something.
She says she's still thinking about it, and he's like, cut the crap. I know you already have a plan. And she said, you need the right rebels to do the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's right. And so I have a feeling that they're going to create some sort of false rebel cell that's going to, on purpose, really screw up. Which is kind of an interesting take. Yeah.
An imperial
create
takeover.
Yeah.
A real rebel cell. Maybe leak some sort of information.
And then betray them. Yeah.
A rebel cell starts building there, and
Yeah.
then they massacre them.
Yeah, because one thing I thought was interesting is like, I thought that they would maybe just go in and, displace or enslave everybody and then take the natural resources in the jet. But this adds a really interesting element to the story. That they're going to play some political games. Kind of curious to see where it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think galactic opinion is still really important. Because he doesn't have the Death Star yet, which is what makes the original trilogy like so important, and like the importance of the Death Star is that like once he creates this, he can just wipe out the Senate.
Right. Which the Senate still has some power in the galaxy.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else on this episode?
Do you think they altered the Gorman spiders at all to make them look less creepy? Because they don't really look that creepy for spiders.
I probably just a difference of opinion. Like I agree. I don't think that they're that creepy, but someone with arachnophobia might feel very different.
I mean, I don't like spiders, and I was like, oh man, as soon as I heard Gorman spider, I was like, obliterate them, destroy this planet, glass it. And then I saw them, and I was like, oh, they don't look that bad. Like, they don't have giant, pincers or anything. They just got little antenna, and they just be hanging out, getting milked for their silk.
They straight milking them spiders.
Yeah.
Milking them.
I think an important number, too, is to point out is there were, 800,000 Gorman across 9 cities?
I think so.
800,000, which I thought was kind of wildly low for a planet.
Yeah. Well, I feel like most of the planets, aside from like the really big ones like Coruscant, have pretty low populations.
Yeah, but like 8 or 900,000 people, like for reference, that's, I don't know, a third of the size of just Houston.
Yeah.
Like that's not big like at all.
Like I think Alderaan only had a couple million civilians.
Yeah, which I find that crazy. But
and then like Tatooine's a desert planet, so maybe that's not a good comparison, but like Ahsoka's planet, they grew up in like very small towns. Like there's maybe 100 people in the village that she lived in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just thought that the galaxy would be home to like trillions.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of planets.
Yeah.
Well, but if each one's only 8 or 900,000 or a million, like I mean, if a big planet's only a million, there's no way it's trillions.
Well, I think there still are like planets like Coruscant that will have billions of people, and You know, I mean, the Geonosians maybe not so much now, but like hive mind species,
Yeah,
you know,
that's a good
probably
point.
or
Well,
bug
if
species
they-
probably
if
had
they
you know,
count.
billions. Yeah,
Do they count? You think?
I think so because they're like yes, they can work as a hive mind, but they can also think individually.
That's true. That's true. At least the
You know,
Geonosians. The scary teddy bear dudes, I forget their names. Those guys. I don't know if they count.
Ewoks?
No, the ones that it's a hive mind species. And they're like they're from Legends, but they're terrifying. They're a hive mind and like they're like evil teddy bears.
I don't know if I've heard of these yet.
Oh, there's something else. What was it? Oh, my biggest complaint with this episode was whenever they show us what year it is and it says BBY4 instead of 4 BBY. Just grinded my gears.
They did that with Andor season 1, but I thought they fixed it this time.
Oh, yeah, it's the I was talking about the Bilar. Bilar. They're pink little teddy bears and they're a hive mind and they're terrifying.
Oof. Yeah, you're right. It does say BBY4. Come on, Star Wars. It's not that hard.
Did not like that. Did not like that.
I guess I just hated it so much from season 1 that I tricked my brain into thinking they fixed it with this season.
Yeah, upset me just a little bit.
Both times I watched this episode, I was like, yeah, they're back to 4 BBY. Screw me, I guess.
Which I think that makes the 3-year promise at the Eagle's Nest interesting too, because that would take us to 1 BBY, which would line up with Rogue One.
Yeah. Which
Just about.
These movies, their BBY, it's kind of confusing. So 1 BBY could be a year before the Battle of Yavin, but also like technically a day before the Battle of Yavin would still be considered 1 BBY, you know?
Yeah.
So it's still a little hard to differentiate the timeline there.
But either way, 3 years makes sense because in 1 BBY, they definitely have the Death Star at some point before the day before the battle. Before
fully
the day before
operational
the Battle of
Death
Yavin.
Star.
Yeah, exactly.
Audience, thank you so much for listening, being a part of this episode. If you want to be a part of the conversation, you can email us at animalsquadron@gmail.com. Again, that is animalsquadron@gmail.com. And if you could leave us a review wherever you're listening, that would be amazing. For the Animal Squadron, this has been MotherGoose.
And HouseDog.
And Lowtech.
Goodbye, everybody.
Adios.
Goodbye.